fuck's sake. It's all mental. Fucking hell. Getting to that time again in the workout where you feel like you don't even want to do another set. Oh, my lower back is hurting me. It's currently 10 past 11 and we've got 2 more sets of heavy deadlifts to do. But I feel like on my form I'm pulling my back more than I'm pushing my legs and it's not feeling nice. I hate feeling like this. I hope you guys can see me, but that's it for today. And I might get an injury, so I'm just going to call it. On the previous set I was almost sick. It's not that it's that heavy, I'm just really tired out today, I don't know what's wrong. Training alone, it's all up here half the time, like a lot of the battle is mental. As I said earlier, like I'm used to training with others now, so I find it a real struggle when I get to these days when I have to train on my own, and I'm going heavy, and I'm doing a new program, and I'm doing compounds. It's just killer, like I just feel... Dinner time, guys, back from the gym, feeling absolutely dead. We've gone for a handful of green beans, some egg fried rice from Uncle Ben's, and 2 bagels with mango chili chicken, the pre-packed stuff from Tesco. I've told you about this stuff before, it's really good. It's like £2 a go, definitely recommend it. I'll get on with this meal and I might go for a dessert, we will see. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, and be sure to subscribe because there's lots of awesome entertaining content coming, and I can see the channel's growing, guys, all thanks to the support of you guys. And yes, there is content for everyone on this channel, and if you have any questions or anything like that, I'll answer them through my Instagram, so feel free to get in contact with me. My Instagram's on the page right there. We're almost at 1,000 subs, guys, so I'm so thankful for all the support that I've got recently from everyone on the channel. It's massively growing. The views are up. The Herbalife video did really well. It's still growing. It's 2,000 plus views. For me, that's pretty decent, so I'm happy with that. As you guys and girls know, I'm not a fan of Herbalife in any way, or any of these other controversial companies out there. I really stand for educating people outside of, you know, unnecessary supplements and just there's so much crap in the industry, and I'm trying to sort of rip that apart and be real transparent and honest with you guys. And that's why a lot of you come to my channel. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for subscribing. If you enjoy this content, be sure to smash the thumbs up button, because there's lots of more awesome stuff coming, guys. I've got so much to go through. Exactly like today's topic, guys, which is all about body transformations, what you see on Instagram, whether it's real, whether it's fake, what the shortcuts that people use, what's naturally attainable, and giving you a bit of an insight into the effort that goes into producing the content that you see on Instagram, whether that be with people's physiques, you know, the edits, the angles, the training, the supplements, the shortcuts. There's so much. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Alright everyone, it's the following day, and this here is the issue that we've got. That little logo there means there's a problem with the car. I'm unsure as to what that problem is. I think it's oil, so I'm pulled over at a service station to get it sorted. Where are we off to? That's the question you might be wondering. We're going to London. I wasn't going to vlog this because I'm going to see some friends and enjoy myself, but I have brought the camera along and I may or may not film some content, but I've only got 1 battery, so we'll see what we get shot. Let's grab a Starbucks. Hi mate, can I grab a tall cold brew, please? Calories. Liquid calories, guys, what's your thoughts? Personally for me, I try to stay away from having high calories in like liquid drinks, if you know what I'm saying. I like to get my calories from proper food. But that's just me, so love a good old cold brew. Love it. Thanks, mate. Cheers. Alright my people, so it's currently a Sunday. London was awesome. I didn't really get to film much, as you guys just saw. Went down there, had an awesome time, and now we're back in Portsmouth, back at the house. And today I wanted to run you guys through what I grabbed from the store. Went to Asda and grabbed a couple of bits. So let's run you through, starting off, let me flip the camera around so you guys can see this properly. Starting off with, if you guys know these are sugar puffs. Now I haven't had these for time, but I just thought why not. These are all my carb sources. So we've gone for pre-workout cereal. We'll also have bagels in there. The sesame bagels are actually the highest in protein, so I decided to go for those. I've gone for some creamy mash. I normally go for sweet potato mash, but I didn't have any, and I wanted to get this just to try it out to see how my body responds to it. Protein sources, smoked salmon, some turkey sausages that I always go for, and the chicken breasts. I always get this large pack because it works out the cheapest per breast. Protein sources again, we're going on to yogurts. We've got some fruit yogurts here that are the protein yogurts. I get 4 of those, 4 for £3 or whatever. Once again, an easy, quick meal. Now you guys are gonna be like, pizzas, really? Pizza for a healthy guy like yourself, Harley? I'm not massively healthy, whatever you try to describe that as. But I do like to try and get that real life balance, and I realised I eat out a lot and I wanted to sort of save a bit of money, be smart about my spending, and I'm going to opt for convenient little things to have in the freezers. These are frozen pizzas, these are the extra special range, they're a bit fancy. So instead of me going out to a restaurant, I'll have one of these instead, and I'll probably have it with a large bag of salad. Moving on to our veg, actually. So we've gone for a bag of Italian salad. Now I absolutely love asparagus and this type of tender stem broccoli. Now, for those of you that didn't know, I am a chef by trade, and this stuff is used in a lot of restaurants, so it's very good. It's just convenience, guys. Like, for me, it always comes down to convenience. I come in and I can't be bothered to sit down and make a proper meal, or that's why I eat out a lot, because I think to myself, oh, I can't bother to clean up. I've got to, you know, out on the go, doing whatever I want to do. And I just want something that is quick and easy, so I can chuck the pizza in the oven. I've got one in at the moment, actually, chicken pesto, and that's going to be my lunch for today with a bag of salad. So, just convenience, guys. Like, prepping veg isn't something I really enjoy doing, to be completely honest with you, because I did it for years as a chef, so that's why you never really see me cook much on the channel, because it is sort of like, it's just effort, to be completely honest with you. But I will show you guys more recipes in time. Once again, convenience. All prepped veg, ready to go, it really saves me a lot of time. So I always go for the same sort of base of broccoli and asparagus and green beans I have, and they're all my greens, and then I'll go for peppers and mixed onions and stuff like that. But obviously they are carbs, so it depends on what your goal is. So these are the Fiber One bars. Now, I've never actually tried these, but a lot of people have been talking about them. They're only 90 calories. People that are cutting like using them, so I wanted to give those a go. They're on offer in Asda. Now, I've been obsessed with chocolate honeycomb recently, and it is not healthy, guys. It is literally pre-workout carbs. I'll substitute that for a bowl of cereal, and I have a small serving. If I'm being good, if I just don't really care, I'll just eat the whole bag because they're only small bags, but they're really bad for you, so I don't recommend getting those, but I'm just being honest. Bananas, also pre-workout. I could have those with peanut butter and a bagel. So as I said, guys, the food that I eat is basically all over the place. I like to enjoy the foods that I eat, and I often buy foods in the shop and then they go to waste because I don't actually cook them, and that's hence why I eat out. So it's just all preference, really. I'm a very impulsive person. I actually like that lifestyle. So I'll only buy things each evening depending on what it is I choose to eat there and then, but that won't work for every individual. Your calorie allowances will change accordingly with your lifestyle. I obviously have a very active lifestyle. I'm training twice a day. I'm getting out and about, and my body is my work, so I need to keep fueled up, which is why I'm always eating out on the go. And it's just by preference. I mean, a lot of people like to eat out, but it's very expensive. Now, I would substitute that convenience for cost, hands down, because I don't really want to spend loads of time washing and prepping and all of this stuff. Like, it just doesn't appeal to me personally. So, but like I said, my food is very flexible. I follow IFYM if it fits your macros, and I follow that very loosely. So it's up there if you want to go and check it out. I'll pop it in the cards. It's one of the videos I definitely recommend watching if you guys want to learn more about that, allowing yourself to have whatever you want to eat and being very flexible around what you put in your body, and still get results in the gym, which a lot of people just think I eat whatever I want and I just look good. It's not necessarily the case. Obviously some days look better than others. Work doesn't stop on a Sunday. It is still coaching, so in an hour or so I've got coaching to get out the way. There's been all sorts going on, and I'm just trying to get through my to-do lists. But I hope you guys appreciate the video so far. If you do, thumbs it up, and I'll see you guys at the gym. That's right, boys and girls, back in the gym, but I didn't want to talk about the workout today. I'm going to relay some of the footage that you saw at the beginning of the video and just run through the sets, just as some content so that I can talk to you guys about the topic that we spoke about earlier, which was the transformations. It's what you see on Instagram, and it's the main topic of the video, hence why I wanted to address this. And I think it's very important, guys, when you see examples of people on Instagram, I'm going to put a couple different examples on the screen now whilst I'm running through this footage. As you can see, some individuals here, they post transformations of either their clients or as individuals, showing how their programs work in certain ways. Now, I'm not targeting the individuals that are on the screen right now. I'm just using them as examples, as I feel like they are people that are quite good examples to show how easy it can be to falsify
you know, the success of a certain program or the results that certain products can bring you, or whatever it might be. I think I've spoken about Herbalife plenty of times on the channel. I don't want to always bring it up, but it is something that we need to consider. There are people that are promoting, you know, using certain supplements, certain brands, certain training programs and certain techniques, things that are supposedly fads that are going to cut corners and make it nice and easy for you. And let's be real here, we all know that isn't the case. You know, there's so much to consider of what you see on social media, and I think to the average Joe, as in someone that isn't in the fitness industry, some of you will be watching this video to learn something about it, and others will be like understanding my perspective because you're already in the industry. I just want to educate those that aren't aware of it, and I think it's very important to consider a variety of different factors. So the first one's going to be steroid use. Okay, one of the main things you see on social media is if you have to look at someone and you question whether they're, you know, if they're natural, they're most likely not going to be natural. Don't get me wrong, there are genetic people that have incredible genetics, and there are people that have amazing physiques that are completely natural. There's just a very fine line between justifying what you believe to be natural in a person and what is unnatural. And when I was an individual, when I first got into the industry, I thought to myself that, you know, you look at Ronnie Coleman, you look at the Arnold Schwarzeneggers, you look at all of these big athletes and the worldwide massive bodybuilders, the people that are Muscle Mania and all these big competitions, they, in my eyes, look like steroid users. The average user wouldn't necessarily look that big in day to day, which I was completely oblivious to. So I think steroid use is very prominent in nowadays in society. So just be aware that most of the people that you see on social media that are huge are most likely going to be on something. I think the second thing to consider, guys, is going to be lighting, editing, and the overall performance of that person there and then in the photo. There are three main factors that need to be considered. So obviously we know about downlighting. I'm going to use a clip of Mariah here. He's spoken about this. You guys can go and check out his channel. I'll pop it right there on the screen. This is a reference from his video. He spoke about how easy it is to take the perfect Instagram photo, and this shows the effort that goes into it. I did actually film some footage myself, but it was blurry, so I decided not to use it. I'm just going to relay over Mariah's footage.
But definitely an upper body pump will help with a photo. Only push-ups would actually be enough to make a considerable difference compared to having no pump at all.
As you can see here, the light is amazing, and that's because it is a down lighting. So the lighting comes from above, and you will see I look a lot different.
But as you can see here, he's talking about the down lighting, he's talking about the flex that he's got on his abs, he's talking about the difference it can make from having a pump. And these factors are very obvious to people that are in the industry, but I wanted to address these factors because to someone that's outside of the fitness industry, or that isn't a PT or isn't someone that trains in the gym regularly, won't be aware of this, and they'll just look at someone's content and they'll think, oh my god, I want to look like this person, they must look like this all the time. That isn't the case. There's so much effort that goes into producing content on Instagram, and what you got to understand is that people that are so high up in the game, when it comes to the fitness industry in particular, when you've got over a certain following, your body is your business, right? And you want to present yourself in the best way possible, just like I do on my social media. I present myself as best as I possibly can. I'm not going to take pictures of me looking flat, looking, you know, horrible, bad lighting. It's just not realistic, guys. And as a professional trying to encourage and promote fitness in the right way, I think it's important to be honest with people. I don't edit my photos, for example, like, you know, in terms of forming my muscles or anything like that, or change photoshopping anything. I just change the standard features on Instagram, which would be the structure, the sharpen, the lighting, angles, and the stuff that you can control without tricking people too much. I think obviously there's an element of, like, we all know I'm going to look better with a pump than if I look completely flat, if I've had no carbs, if I'm not training or haven't had a very good session. There's so many different things to consider. But Mariah covered a bunch of different topics, so I'll leave his link in the video. This is from a while ago, but you guys can check that video out. It's quite interesting. So for all you young guys and girls out there that are in the gym, and you know, you might get a bit of envy about the physiques that you see online, just be aware there is so much going around, guys, and I don't want you to think that people look like this all the time. There's so much that goes into making Instagram content look good.
The before and afters, at the end of the day, it's just over-dramatized content that is there to sell you guys stuff, so don't fall into that little trap. That's why I don't do it.
Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you on that note. I really hope you've taken something away from today's video. If you have, be sure to thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You know I appreciate support, guys. We're coming up to 1,000. I want to get to 1,000 subs soon, so massively appreciate support. You guys are amazing. Check out the most recent videos on the screen right now and subscribe to the channel and switch on the notifications bell if you haven't already. Much love. See you guys in the next one. Take care.